Hello, and welcome to the Storybook Chud's podcast. Today, we will be welcoming an accomplished author who was once a wanted criminal on the run, winning awards like the Michael L. Prince Award and the Robert F. Silbert Informational Book Medal winner. Let's give a warm welcome to the man who transported hundreds of pounds of weed across the Big Blue, Jack Gantos. Do you really have to welcome me as the man who smuggled hundreds of pounds of weed across the sea? Hey man, I'm just doing my job. Alright, let's get down to business. So, let's talk about your life in this book, Hole in My Life, by, of course, Jack Santos. As a kid, you had a strong connection with your dad, is that right? Yeah, he really helped me to become who I am today. Even the low times in my life, he was always there for me. Wow, that's incredible. Through the beginning of the story, you're struggling to find yourself and trying to finish school while your parents kept moving. That must have been so hard on you. Yeah, it was hard at times, but I got used to it because it happened so often. I always said I'm great at making acquaintances. The story gets interesting after you move to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Yeah, that's a crazy place, dude. I have memories of working there, going to the casino, and drinking all the time. But my life really started to change when I moved back to Florida. Oh yeah, you lived with the Bacon family. You were such a chud to them. I remember reading something about how you got so blackout drunk you threw up all over their house. Then I got kicked out and had to live in my car for a time.
Bruh.
But I found a small crappy motel called the King's Court. That's where I had my first interaction with drugs, specifically hash.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh no. Oh, so you must have been hooked pretty fast then, right? No, no, no. No way, dude.
You
I hated it at
what?
first. I started to like it after my friend Tim Scanlon put me on. He graduated a year before me. He was going to Florida State for medicine. Dang, that's crazy. Then he scammed me. Short story is, I lost most of my money and then moved right back to work with my dad. Then I believe on pages 66 through 67, you met a man with a scar on his face, Rick. Rick asked you to make a crate with a fake bottom, and then he paid you in hash. He also gave you the task to sail to New York with a lot of hash, right? Yeah, I was super excited about that. I mean, $10,000 reward? It's crazy for my circumstances. I was totally about to take that risk. I wanted to explore, and I needed something interesting to happen in my life. Yeah, I've never done anything like that, but whatever floats your boat, I guess. Well, of course, you then sailed to New York, then received $10,000. Yeah, I was so excited after we made it to New York. That sweet cash was mine. I was living the dream. Then, of course, everything went downhill from there. After Hamilton was caught at the hotel you were staying at, you sprinted away, took a train, a plane, and then a car back to the King's Court. Yeah, those were some intense moments in my life. Then, of course, I had to go back to New York because my father said I had to. To It was really hard for me to go back on my own will because who knows, I could be locked up for a long time or I could continue on the run. What a predicament, my friend. You then went to trial and were sentenced to 6 years in prison. How did you feel in that moment? I felt horrible, like I had made a mistake. Why did I get caught? Why did I do this? Sorry to hear that, but it seems like you started to change your life around in jail. You started to write. You started to rethink your life. All that time really made me question my life. Like, what am I going to do after this? I really made an effort in my writing, though. I wrote so many things in a book, but when I left, they wouldn't allow me to take it. Hopefully, that will affect some other prisoner's life. Maybe even help them to change. Aww. That's cool, man. Last question for you. When I Read this book, I thought the theme was that how people react to their mistakes defines who they are. This is obviously seen throughout the book because you go from drug dealer, who you are today, a successful author. What do you think makes up a person's personality or essence? Well, I think past experiences, parents, and the people you surround yourself with are the large factors. But honestly, it's how you react to those situations. That's what makes us who we are. Wow, that was deep, bro. Last question for you. What was your purpose for writing this book, and how has it affected your daily life? Great question, Ben. My purpose for writing this book is to show people that drugs are bad, and trying to get a quick solution isn't the way. Put in the work and get the achievements. The achievements and money will follow. By never giving up on yourself, you can accomplish anything. This experience has changed my life forever. I'm forever grateful for everything I have. I work for what I have, and I promote a healthy lifestyle to kids who might be going down the wrong path, as I did. Wow, that's great. Well, thanks for coming on the show tonight. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, sir. No, thank you. It was a pleasure. All right, folks. We'll see you next time on the Storybook Chuds podcast. Peace.
That's alright. Hush.